everybody, welcome back to XG Wolverine's Place. I am James, and today we're going to be doing, as you can tell by the background behind me, the demo for Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown. Came out today, so we're going to get this deal going and see what we can come up with. So yeah, here we go. Alrighty. So as you can see, here's the main menu screen, as it were. You got several different things here. You got profiles you can choose from. We checked this out just to get settings right for recording this. This one here, we started monkeying with it just to continue tweaking stuff. We actually tried recording, had some issues. I think we got those sorted out now. So we're gonna go ahead and do this deal from Skriz to the Atch. Right here, you can change your settings by the menu button down below right here. You can go in here and check all these settings out and whatnot. I know this is a early development demo, which is fine, but when you click here or when you click graphics, it's ghosted. So it's very different. It looks ghosted, like it's not fully functional, but things do highlight, so you're kind of where you need to be as far as that goes. So yeah, but we're gonna go ahead and get this deal started because, you know, you are the captain of the Federation starship USS Voyager. Manage your ship and crew, plot a course through procedurally generated star systems, your unique ship build. I need to read faster. Stardate, a new ship, a new crew, a new mission. Today we embark on a mission to locate a Maquis vessel that has disappeared in the Badlands. Starfleet intelligence believes these terrorists have acquired dangerous new technology. Let's see. My chief of security, Tuvok, is undercover aboard that ship. I haven't received communication from him in over a week. The Badlands are treacherous. I can only hope he's safe. In the meantime, I have a starship to prepare for launch and a crew to assemble. Speaking of which, our final two crew members have just arrived. Ensign Harry Kim and Tom Paris. It seems I have a few introductions to make. As you can see in the top right-hand corner of the screen, it basically told us that, you know, this is a early version that's not finalized, so, you know, that's cool. Let's see here. Catherine Janeway, gentlemen, welcome to Voyager. And then, of course, you come over here and you click the continues button. Ensign Kim, you're fresh from the academy, ready for your first deep space assignment? Reporting for duty, Captain. It's an honor to be here. I hope I live up to your expectations. Ensign, I trust you've already met Tom Paris, our esteemed observer, a former Maquis pilot who will help us search the Badlands for the Maquis vessel. With all due respect, ma'am, observer is hardly a title befitting my talents. I am the best damn pilot in the sector. Call me pilot extraordinaire, Ensign. The Maquis? Wow. I've heard a lot of stories about them. Relax, I was with the Maquis only for a few weeks before I was captured and sent to a lovely little penal colony in New Zealand. Prison? Enough chatter, gentlemen. All hands, this is the captain. Report to your stations. Helm, take us into the Badlands. Maximum warp. And away we go. This is the Badlands. I mean, they look pretty. I'll give them that, you know, but that's a cinematic, so, you know, we got to kind of take that into what it is. The Badlands is a treacherous region of space where violent plasma storms can cripple even the most advanced starships. Captain Janeway observes the swirling chaos from the view screen, a subtle smile playing on her lips. She's ready for the challenge. Scanners are picking up no other vessels in the system, Captain. It's your time to shine, Mr. Paris. Any idea where your former colleagues might be hiding? I wasn't exactly Maquis of the Year, Captain, but they did prefer underground bases, remote planets, and... Captain, I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm reading a coherent Tetrion beam scanning us and a displacement wave heading towards us. Incoming, a colossal wave of turbulent energy surges towards Voyager, its power dwarfing anything the crew has ever seen. With no time to analyze the threat, emergency measures are initiated. Red alert, helm, evasive maneuvers. No effect, the wave will intercept us in 5 seconds. Brace for impact. Aftermath. As the crew regains consciousness, they find their bridge in total devastation. Twisted metal, sparking consoles, and injured crewmates paint a grim picture. What just happened? Damage report. Major hull and deck damage. The transporters are offline, and we're receiving casualty reports. Bridge to sickbay. Doctor, I've got injured crew on the bridge. Doctor? Damn. Captain, we're losing systems across multiple decks. The deuterium tanks are empty. Warp core's gone to gray mode. We are on reserves barely. Mr. Paris, take the helm. Scan for the nearest source of deuterium. External sensors are offline. Stellar cartography must be down. Voyager's blind, Captain. Janeway to engineering. We need stellar cartography back online now. Okay. Welcome to the tutorial. Click on the question mark icon on the left of the screen to revisit any tutorial screen. Or on controller, press D-pad left 2 times. That seems a tad complicated to me, but this is why we play with a keyboard. Some additional tutorials will not pop up during gameplay, but automatically appear in the tutorial list. Check out the new tutorial screens now. Okay, so we're gonna click on this guy here. This is stellar cartographies. On the right hand side, stellar cartography level 1. So right here we got switch on. So I'm guessing this right here is 3 people, or 3 power and 2 people. Let's see. Current technology is insufficient. So we don't have enough technology to upgrade stellar cartography yet. We got 1, looks like 1 person for repairs, and 4 allow to scan. EO is in nearby systems, see the resource types and amount of POI in another system while scanning. So that's what stellar cartography does basically. So we're gonna hit switch on because that's what it wants us to do. Okay, Captain, sensors are picking up something out there, but what Harry is trying to stammer is we're not in the Badlands anymore. So the good thing is you do not have to hold your mouse over continue. You can just left click wherever your mouse is kind of on the screen when that continue button pops up. There's the Caretaker's Array. For those of us who've seen Voyager and kind of know the story. What is that thing? Where are we? If our sensors are working, we just jumped over 70,000 light years into the Delta Quadrant. The Delta Quadrant? How? Captain, life support systems are failing. This array will have to wait, Mr. Parrish. Take the helm. Find us a deuterium source. All right, so now we're going to figure out what's going on next. Okay, so tutorial for scanning. Scan points of interest marked with the white question marks to reveal resources. Alrighty then. So as you can see, we have this. And of course, you know, if we click and hold, we can rotate around. We've got full 360 that we can do around the system. You can bring it up, you can zoom out, you can zoom in. The level of detail is actually really nice. It really is. So I'm kind of enjoying this. From just a look standpoint, it's very nice. So what we'll do is we're gonna have to. Okay, let's see. We hit the middle mouse button, which for me is a clickable wheel, and you can just refocus on the ship. So now what we'll do is we can zoom in a bit, and we have these two different planets, or two different bodies that we can focus in on. We have a Class Y planet, so let's click that first. For those of you that don't know, Class Y is, it's not conducive to supporting humanoid life. That's actually explored later on down the road. Scan celestial body to detect data. Okay. So we're gonna scan this. Okay. Tom Paris. Now we can get deuterium. Okay. Navigate your ship by traveling to various locations. While traveling, time passes in the form of cycles. Alright. When visiting points of interest, you can choose between different approaches with different risks and outcomes. The different colors of the chance bar represent the possible outcomes. Excellent, dark green, and good, light green outcomes. More rewards like extra resources, morale increases, etc. Average, yellow, can include minor setbacks. Bad, orange, and terrible, red outcomes. Provide low rewards and medium to major setbacks like destroyed rooms, hull damage, or severe injuries. Alright, well that does make some kind of good sense. So anything in the green is kind of like where you want to be. Obviously, if you're here in the orange or here in the red, it depends on if you can see that with my camera being where it's at. Yeah, there you go. Let's see. We're going to check this out too. So we can scan this. All right. So we've got deuterium. So yeah, we can actually set a course for that. And we can also rotate around it too, apparently. When we click off of it, then, you know, we're kind of good to go. Caretaker's array. We don't need that. Let's see. Zoom in on this. We're going to scan this asteroid. There's deuterium resources there. Okay. Then we've got this one here. Class B planet. We're going to scan that. Deuterium is there. Okay. So you're going to want to scan a lot of this stuff before you move, because everything, like they said, it depends on cycles. So it's 7 cycles to the Class B planet, 6 cycles to the shipwreck, and then let's see, over here, this one here, this shipwreck is 3 cycles away. This planet, Class Y, is 3 cycles away. So technically, we could actually, if we were playing it smart, we could technically go to these 2 guys here because they're closest. Now, let's see. Let's click this guy. Now you can zoom back in. So we got an interstellar cloud 3 cycles away. We can scan that. Deuterium. We have a Phylaxian axial freighter. We can scan for deuterium. Oh, nuts. I don't think I wanted to do all that, but okay. So we went ahead and clicked it anyways. Keep a safe distance and transmit navigational data. Leave. Okay, so we've transmitted that. 65% reward distribution. 366 in total stored. Okay, hit continue. Let's see, Captain. We can now deactivate gray mode. All right. Captain, ready to increase warp core output. Alrighty, the warp core is the reactor that powers the ship. To generate energy, it continuously consumes deuterium. Depending on the reactor level, you produce more energy, but more deuterium is required. Increase the power output by selecting main engineering and switching the warp core to a higher tier. Alright, so apparently we click Voyagers, and then we are at a lower tier here, on the right hand side. Okay, so apparently we have to slip and do this one. So we gotta do tier 1. Alright. Our energy levels are returning to normal, Captain. Alright, good. Now what about this thing, this array? I can't tell, Captain, but our scanners detected a Maquis vessel next to it. Sensor array, chance 100% scan for life signs, or we can try hailing them. So, let's try hailing them. No response, Captain. So, we tried hailing them, now we're going to scan for life signs. Scan the ship for life signs, Ensign. There's no one on board, Captain. Scan the array. What about the array? Several life forms on board, Captain. Is one of them Vulcan? I'm not sure, Captain. The signals are weak. We'll just have to see for ourselves. I want the transporter room repaired and ready. Mr. Paris, get us to a duranium deposit. We'll need to repair the transporter. Alright, so now we're looking for duranium. So, let's go back over here. We're going to scan that. Duranium. That's a Class D planet. And then... Okay, that's the array. Okay, that's where we are. Okay, so yeah, that actually kind of does make sense. Okay, so now pull it back up. So see, we're back up top now with it, so we can actually kind of see what's going on as far as what we haven't scanned. All right, let's scan this. It's a Class O planet. All right, duranium. Okay. So let's see. Alrighty. This is a shipwreck. Let's go ahead and scan it. Deuterium. This is a Class H planet. Duranium. And then May have to zoom in a little bit to get your mouse to click on the planet, but yeah. Alright. And that's Duranium. It says upgrade stellar cartography to collect more data, obviously, but it's okay. We're good so far. And then there's one other spot right here. That's a Class D planet. That's a Duranium. So that's deuterium. That's the Caretaker's Array. Alright, so we need Duranium. So let's go ahead and set course for this guy right here. And as you can see, the ship just kind of moves when we hit set course. Let's see. Okay, so we don't have the option to destroy anything, but it will give us the option apparently, because it says, Captain, we have found an abandoned ship adrift in space. It's powered down but structurally sound with sealed storage compartments. Alright, so option our best option right now is leave the storage alone and focus on salvaging from other parts of the ship. An option we do not have access to is destroy the vessel and salvage the debris. Torpedo launch bay. And then you can hit leave. So we're going to hit this one here. See what happens. Alrighty. Okay, so now we're going to hit that. We now have all the Duranium we need. Engineering is standing by to repair the transporters, Captain. And then we'll hit this. Okay, we're gonna just repair. Okay, so I just zoomed out by just weird. So yeah, you can actually zoom in and you see what the transporter looks like, or the transporter room kind of sort of looks like. You have this right here, which it's not lit up for anything. And then you have, let's see, engineering office, which is damaged. And then up here, this is the bridge and whatnot where we are. So you can see that. Obviously, in the cinematic, it showed this railing right here all bent up and garbled and mangled up. If memory serves, in the actual episode, Caretaker, this was not as bad as the cinematic made it look. Nowhere near. Matter of fact, Voyager wasn't as badly damaged as it was made out to be. Transporters are back online, Captain. Mr. Parrish, set course for the array. It's time we get some answers. Okay, so now we got to go to the array. Let's see. Okay, I had it. Oh, here we go. So that's what it does. It'll highlight it with a yellow circle. Set course. See, and that's, to me, that takes some of the fun out of it and whatnot. Like in Star Trek Online, how we fly the ship. That to me is actually kind of cool. Ensign Kim and Mr. Parrish, get ready for your first away mission. Away missions present a series of challenges. Heroes possess skills and traits. Select heroes with the matching skills for your away team. Alrighty then. Alright, so apparently we have to select our... I'm gonna select Mr. Paris. And I'm gonna select Mr. Kim. Only because, you know, she told me to. Start mission. Alright, so we are beaming down. Decide on an approach and select the hero to complete the challenge with the appropriate skill. If the skill is lower than the requirement, the success chance is displayed. Alright. Captain, we've seemed to have materialized in the middle of a cornfield. This place, it's eerily similar to Earth, but something's off. Any suggestions on what to do next? Oh, let's see. Look for any footprints or special noises. Or scan for any life signs on or strange energy signatures. Okay, so we're gonna give this one to Harry. And confirm. Failure. The tricorder offers no helpful readings. Harry and Tom wander aimlessly through the corn, feeling increasingly lost and disoriented. Just as they are about to give up hope, they stumble upon a farm with people working the fields. An old man sits on the porch of a nearby farmhouse, strumming a banjo. I think that one was set up to fail anyways. I'm almost certain of it, in fact, but it's okay. Alright, let's do this. Captain, this old man seems harmless enough. He might know what's going on here. How should we approach him? Alright. Oh, failure. He seems perplexed by their presence, muttering about how things are not supposed to happen this way. He invites them to stay on the farm and wait, offering them some fresh corn cobs. Okay. The old man isn't much help. We'll try to find a marquee ourselves. There's a large barn behind the farmhouse. The tricorder readings are off the charts. There's definitely something strange about it, especially that back wall. Trying to find a way to break the illusion of the wall. Try to analyze what these energy readings could be. Investigate the barn wall for a hidden door. Okay. Alright, success! Yay, we finally did something right. Harry and Tom try to disrupt the energy field, causing a flicker in the air, but before they can break the illusion, the people from the field burst in, wielding farm tools as weapons. The old man appears and reveals the barn is an illusion, the back wall dissolving to show a bluish glowing room where unconscious people, including a tattooed man and a half Klingon woman, lie on surgical tables. Alright, sometimes you have to make the major decisions that have a large influence on how the story proceeds. These decisions are marked with a golden outline. Okay then. Let's see. These people must be the missing Maquis. They are being held here, Captain. We must get them out of here. I'm gonna wake up the tattooed man. Okay, well, critical success was 0, whatever. Tom rushes toward the tattooed man, hoping to shake him awake. As he reaches out, the old man stops him, a look of concern on his face. Before Tom can react, a blinding white light fills the room and everything goes blank. Okay. So, I guess that means we did good. Mission complete. A sudden return. Captain Janeway anxiously awaits the return of her away team when Tom Paris unexpectedly materializes behind her. What happened on the array? Captain? What happened over there, Mr. Paris? We lost contact with you for several hours. What? But we were there for only an hour, right, Harry? Harry? He was just beside me. Then he's still on the array. But why were you released and not? The Maquis are hailing us, Captain. Putting them on screen. Chakotay. I'm Commander Chakotay of the Maquis. My chief engineer, Balana Torres, is missing. Is she with you? No, Commander. One of our own is also missing. It seems we share a problem, and it would make sense if we solved it together. 3 of us will beam over to your ship. Okay, face to face. Despite Janeway's invitation, the arrival of Chakotay and his Maquis crew on the bridge is fraught with tension. Both sides remain wary as they prepare to discuss their shared predicament. Captain, this is Seska, one of my engineers, and Tuvok, my... Oh, I know who he is. I'm glad to have you back, Tuvok. As am I, Captain. Commander Chakotay, I must inform you that I was assigned to infiltrate your crew. Were you going to deliver us into their waiting hands, Vulcan? Correct. However, I assure you I perform my duties aboard your ship to the highest standards. Charming, and I see you have Paris with you, too. Are you forming a Maquis Traders Club, Captain? You win some, you lose some, Commander. Let's focus on bringing Torres and Kim back from the array. We can't get back inside. They've sealed the entrances and are blocking incoming hails. Lieutenant Tuvok, get down to engineering and find a way to bypass whatever's jamming our communications. Report back as soon as you have a solution. Alrighty then. Captain, the ship status remains critical. Repair protocols are imperative. We require resources in the engineering office to mobilize additional workforces. Prioritize life support, secure core decks, and restore Deck 5 functionality first to gain access to the engineering office. To be able to supply power to a room, you need to activate the life support unit of the corresponding deck. Each life support unit consumes energy, so plan accordingly. Okay. So I'm seeing what this is. It's kind of it's a digital with pretty graphics. You know, choose your own ending book. Okay. Life support, we're going to switch it on. Life support restored to Deck 5. Captain, engineering office is now accessible. Alrighty. And of course, it's a mess. We'll have to fix it before we can even use it. Aye, of course. Alright. Well, we could repair it or we could dismantle it. We're going to repair it. Repairing takes 2 cycles. Repairs are in progress, Captain. Until completion, it would be logical to scan all planets in the system and gather more deuterium and uranium. Alright. Okay, so engineering office. Life support is active. Provides up to one work team. Work teams are required to perform repairs, construction, and hull repair on board a Voyager. Enter ship. Okay, so right here, this is the engineering office. Sick bay. Repair. Let's see. Holodeck, we don't care about that as much as we do everything else. Ruined room. Let's see. Explore the system and gather more resources. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, see, you can actually look into the main engineering area too. So these rooms are pretty well okay. Let's see. Alright. Engineering office fully operational again, Captain. We now have additional work team to carry out 2 tasks simultaneously. Okay. Building or repairing rooms, even cleaning rubble, occupies work teams. To be able to carry out several tasks at the same time, obtain additional teams by building or upgrading engineering offices. Okay. Logically, we should now focus on Deck 2 and the mess hall to ensure the crew's food supply. Maintaining their physical endurance, this requires reactivating life support in that section first. Alrighty. Morale bar shows your current morale, the change to morale per cycle, and icons indicating your crew's needs. Open the overview screen by pressing tab and switch to morale to get detailed info about your crew's needs. Your decisions in ship management, food, crew quarters, and events affect crew morale. If morale falls to 0, the crew mutinies and the game is over. Nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this squared up. Switch it on. Life support restored on Deck 2, Captain. Mess hall is now possible. Access to the mess hall, sorry. Okay, however, it has sustained extensive damage. Emergency rations are currently deployed. After repair, the crew can access replicator rations again. Alright. Repair it. Repairs are in progress for the mess hall. Oh my gosh. Until completion, we should address crew accommodations, ruined room. Ruined rooms must be cleared to create room for residential sections. Oh my god. This ship is heavily damaged and many parts are destroyed beyond repair. To free up new building space, you will first have to remove the remnants of the old, select the room, and give the order to clear the debris. Removing debris takes time, cycles. To pass the time, travel on the map. Okay. So you can use a workshop to clean it up for more building space and gain a few resources. Okay. Clear debris. So we're going to hit clear debris. While waiting for our work teams to finish, we should continue to collect more due resources. Okay, cool. Alright, so we're on our way there. Alright, leave the storage alone, focus on the thing. Alright, there you go. Okay, there we go. Got more resources. Congratulations to us. Alright, set course. Alright. Leave the storage alone. All right. Caretaker's array. Mess hall life support active provides the crew with a place to eat where they can gather for meals and relax away from their duty stations. All right, so there we go. Mess hall repairs are completed, Captain. We should switch to replicator rations now. It would enhance crew well-being. Okay. With every cycle your crew consumes ration, you can always use emergency rations, which don't require resources but lower morale. The crew is using consuming premium rations made by the replicator. These increase morale but consume deuterium. Let's see. Okay. Replicator rations are now issued to the crew, Captain. So that makes them happy. There we go. We'll go ahead and clear this room. That room's gonna take 6 cycles. And then... not enough work teams. Hire more in the engineering office. Okay. Oh, won't let me add a work team. Remove work team. So, for whatever reason, I can. Apparently, we gotta get more. Torpedo launch bay. Aero shuttle bay. Now, okay, so this is actually kind of funny, considering... okay, so let me just kind of... I'll give you all a little bit of a breakdown here, okay? So, this right here, the Aero shuttle bay, and I will put up a picture of... a good quality picture of the bottom side of the saucer section of Voyager here, but this image right here that you're looking at is of the actual Aero shuttle that's a part of Voyager. Now, that's always been there. Even in the show, it was there. It was just never used for whatever reason or another. We know it was there because the lore tells us it was there, but also we know that Starfleet was capable of doing these things. In Star Trek Insurrection, they had a thing called the Captain Jot. And the Captain Jot would actually drop down from below the Enterprise. It's what Picard took down to the surface. So yeah, it's not too far-fetched. But this game actually incorporating an Aero shuttle bay, that's kind of what broke me just a little bit. I'm not mad. I'm just saying. It kind of doesn't make a whole lot of sense to have an Aero shuttle bay when it's actually supposed to be a portion of the bottom of the ship. But anyhow, I digress. I'm just mincing at this point. Shield generator damaged. So we can't repair that yet. Okay. Alright, So warp core, morale. Okay, so we got pretty poor morale right now. So yeah. 50 crew without quarters. We're working on that. Our crew. Our heroes. As of right now, we have 1, 2, 3. We got 4 heroes so far. So now I just got to figure out how to get back to the thing. Okay. All right, so now we're back to system. Construction report. Ruined room has been dismantled. Close the report. We need to get set course. Wow. Okay, fine. Great, maybe we can finally build some quarters. My back is killing me from sleeping in the corridor. It'll do wonders for morale, that's for sure. Alright, so we'll build some quarters. Try to build new rooms, select the empty building space to bring up the construction menu. If you have enough work teams and resources, you can build the room. Every room needs a corresponding area, so plan accordingly. Okay, maintenance, crew, technology, combat, board technology. So we're going to go with crew. Your current technology is insufficient. Crew quarters accommodates 8 crew in standard Starfleet quarters. Okay, let's see. Emergency quarters accommodates 10 crew in crammed limited quality quarters. Okay, so these guys are all locked, but this one is not. It's just red. Missing resources, holodeck. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and do this. I mean, it's better than nothing. Your crew is the lifeblood of your ship. Each room requires personnel to operate, so keep this in mind when adding new rooms or upgrades. Don't forget to provide the necessary accommodations or morale may drop faster than you'd like. Okay. Alright, now we're going back to the system, because we still need to scavenge. Alright. So now you gotta have to sit there and... Alright. Set course. Alright, life support is active. For emergency quarters, accommodates 10 crew, crammed limited quantity quarters. Alright. Okay. Repair parts of the mining station to mine some new resources. Engineering office. Oh wow, 3 crew got injured. Oops. Alright. Alright, ruined room. Okay. Alright, maintenance, crew, technology. I'm gonna go ahead and set this up as crew for now. That'll take 4 cycles to do. The maintenance. All right. Use the tractor beam to try to clump up the debris for easier collection. Collect any easily accessible resources. Let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so we did good there. Okay. Safely search for anything valuable without entering the station. All right. Okie doke. No, the caretaker array. Never mind. I wasn't even paying attention. Captain, the array's jamming signal has been neutralized. We should be able to establish communication. Let's hope they respond. Hail the array. Kills me. Dude, my door's closed. Leave me alone. I'm busy. Ugh, who is this? Why are you bothering me? Oh, it's you. Why are you back? You don't have what I need. I remember that voice, Captain. The old guy with the banjo, though he seemed a lot less jellyfishy. Back on the array. I'm Captain Janeway of the Federation starship Voyager. We mean you no harm. We just want our people back. Your people? Your people are no longer here. They might have what I need. You'll just have to leave them. Okay, let's see here. So now we have some choices. Appeal to his humanity. Tell us where they are. Catherine Janeway. Try to intimidate him. Give them back. Chakotay. Let Chakotay talk. Or sensor array. Optional. Scan the array for Harry and Balana. Okay. So, yes. Alright, we're gonna go with... I'm actually gonna go with Captain Janeway's thing because, you know, I mean, worst case scenario, it's a 30% chance. Janeway has a 40% chance, so we're gonna take that optional 40% chance. We are entrusted with their safety. Their families and friends rely on us to bring them home. They are our responsibility. Perhaps that is the case, but I have no time. There just isn't enough time. Time for what? No, you're stealing my time. Don't you understand? I don't have time. Not enough time. We've been cut off, Captain. Starfleet diplomacy might work in the Alpha Quadrant, but out here, you should have let me handle that. Your methods might have worked against the Cardassians, but this is a different kind of adversary. Captain, Commander, I fail to see how this spirited debate will help us locate our missing crew members. Perhaps a more logical approach would be beneficial. Huh? You're right, Tuvok. It seems the Delta Quadrant is getting to our heads. What do you suggest? I have observed that the array has been sending energy pulses towards the fifth planet of the neighboring system ever since our arrival. Given the lack of information regarding our missing crew's location, investigating this planet appears to be the most logical next step. It's the only lead we have. Thoughts, Commander? It seems we're stuck each other for the time being. I'm willing to bury the hatchet for now, but let's not pretend we're friends. Agreed, Mr. Paris. I want you at the helm for this one. Let's find our people. Set a course for the neighboring planet in the fifth planet in the neighboring system. Maximum warp. Okay, now we're going to see what actually happens. The sector map shows the entire sector with several star systems. You can either travel directly to another system, or you can scan the system first and select a specific point of interest to visit. Okay, so now we get another tab, which is actually going to allow us to take a look further out. Okay, so here we are. Okay, so we got to go here. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Alright, let's do this. That's deuterium. And that's uranium. We need to go ahead and get more stuff. Okay, cargo bay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so that's what I'm looking at there, okay. Okay, so we got more work teams working on that. Okay. All right. Okay, so now we're working on more crew quarters. Alright. Alrighty then. Okay, dokies. Sweet. So now let's see what our morale is looking like. We got 10 quarterless, negative 200 on the max morale, which is not bad. Remember? Okay, now we've actually got ourselves some storage for all this mess we're going after. Okay. All right. Trying to clear the system so that way we have supplies. Because, let's be fair, we need to get this done. Okay, abandoned vessel. We found a moderate amount of resources. Right. Now, you can scroll out with your scroll wheel. And then we're going to set course to this one here. Okay. I don't know, we can't repair sick bay yet. We can't repair the holodeck yet. Let's see, we got this. It's a workshop. So we can repair the workshop, which will be nice. Okay. Okay. All right, we got some more stuff, which is really what we needed. That course. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is everything in this system. Okay. So this is lost due to full storage, so we need to get back to the ship. See what we can do next. That's on a deck that, oh, it might have power. Who knows? All right, let's clear that room. And let's clear that room. All right. That's good, though. When we get power back on this deck, we're worried about everything as we go. So, yeah. All right. Okay, so you gotta press left click and hold, and then the ship will go into warp. That's actually kind of pretty. So yeah, that's actually kind of pretty. Well, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do this. Okay, so I'm gonna make this a multi-part deal, because apparently it's looking like it's gonna be a little bit more involved, but we will play through this entire demo. Based on my first playthrough, it's different. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll give a full recap once we finish the entire demo. I will give you an entire recap of my thoughts. Did I truly enjoy it? You know, I'll give you all that stuff. It's definitely different than anything else we've played before. So, yeah, by all means, thank you guys for watching. And, yeah, don't forget, while you're here, hit that subscribe button. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts on this deal are. Do you think this is something you would enjoy playing? Are you going to hold out until you see the remainder of the demo? Just tell me what you think. I mean, you know, to me, I'm not quite sure just yet. So, we'll see what happens. On that note, you guys take care, and I will catch you in the next one. I am out of here.